What is wrong with him?
He going through it real bad.
Everyone's having a good time. Party.
Who hurt mans?
Oh my gosh.
That. Oh, God.
Oh man, he's
What
spam
would you
texting. Whoever he's texting, he's spam texting her. She's not texting back.
They're writing paragraphs. No, he writing a paragraph and he's gonna get okay. No, he just wrote a paragraph and she said okay.
No, he's just gonna get the K.
Oh, even
That's
worse.
the worst.
Even
when you write a whole
worse.
paragraph when you get the K, that's a sinking feeling.
Oh yeah, that really
Your
is.
stomach goes down the asshole.
I specifically remember one of the times we had a really bad fight, and it was like way long ago. We were immature. Yeah.
Oh, we were.
It was like early in our relationship, and we were having this stupid fight. I'm assuming, and you like blocked me. It was like the one and only time you blocked me.
I was being all dramatic.
Yep, you blocked me,
Jesus.
and I'm over here all being crazy. I should have just been like, fine, whatever. But I'm over here freaking calling your roommate's phone. I'm messaging your roommate on Facebook. I'm like, tell him to call me.
I don't even remember that.
I know. You were, I think it was, no, you weren't in your first house. You were in the second house.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was, yeah. We weren't living together, obviously, at the time.
Oh,
and man. I don't think, like,
we
my
went through
car
that bad
wasn't...
of fights in the beginning?
It was like the middle of the night or something. And, you know, my mom was strict, so, like, I couldn't just leave. And, like...
That's what it was. We fought a lot about that. Because
Yes.
I was, like, over here, like, 23. Already,
free.
yeah,
23
free,
and
already
free.
living on my own in a new city, like away from my parents and family or whatever, and I was like on my own, so I was used to that. And then you were 19 and you were just transitioning, and you know, at that time to like being more free and being able to do what you want and being out the house, but you still lived at home with your parents, so it was like kind of I was still
It was really bad.
So I was kind of like, I'm sorry, like I really like you, but I'm not gonna date a girl that's like I'm gonna have these restrictions. Like I'm just not gonna do it. Like I'm a grown man.
Coming from somebody who had restrictions, you should have understood.
I should have,
but also,
but again, I wasn't thinking right.
Yeah, like I'm still living under my parents' roof. You're not, you know. At that time, so it's just like everybody knows, like, you just got to respect their rules. It's like if you want to make your own rules, live on your own, and that's what I did. When I literally told my mom like a month before, I'm like, I'm moving to San Antonio. But
and then the rest is kind of history.
But
yeah,
history,
that's what it was. Because I was like, I don't remember us fighting. Because like, what did we fight about? We didn't, because everything was pretty awesome. But that was a thing we fought about. Because I was like, you can't even like stay over at my place. Like what? What are we in high school?
Yes,
like,
exactly. It's definitely, imagine what it felt like, you know, because it's like, and then you just think about it. I don't know if anybody's ever dealt with this, but like siblings, like when I feel like the oldest is always like the trial child, you know, like you try and do everything right by the book, parent wise, and then you realize, oh well, I mean, you know, I guess it's whatever by like, you know, in my case, second, third, and fourth, because I'm a four kids, and so it's like, you know, once I moved out, then my mom got super like lenient with everybody. I'm finding out my brothers are doing this stuff in the living room and in their rooms, and it's like,
that's how it was.
I would literally have been killed if I did that.
Yeah, it's like two different perspectives with us, because you were the oldest and I was the youngest.
Yep.
So I had that perspective, because my parents were still pretty strict, trust me. Like, it was still like, oh, you can only go out like once a week. If I wanted to go out like another time, they'd be like, you already went out.
Just went out last
week.
You
just went out last week. And I was like, whoa, it's a different, you know.
It's a different time.
I still had it pretty strict, but I had it more lenient than my brothers, where I could actually like bring people over and, you know, hang out and whatever. But yeah, that's just two different perspectives of just like oldest and youngest, because it's like that's when you were saying I should have been more understanding of this and that, but it's like I was looking at things from the youngest lens, so it's like, what? You can't do that?
You were already in like the independent mindset that you're like, I can do what I want, why can't you?
Right.
It's like, it didn't work that way.
More of the black sheep, where I just I kind of used college as an opportunity to just escape. Yeah. Basically just do what I want, just live in the dorms, and then got my apartment after a year, or roommates, you know, start you networking, meet roommates, and do all that BS. But yeah, that's why college for me, it's when you're I guess strict or semi-strict child, or you're a parent that puts that on your child, I use that as they will use that as opportunity to kind of go crazy, which is what I did, which is why I didn't really focus much on college, because I was too busy like, wow, now is the time I can finally be independent. So it's like you're like trying to catch up on things you felt like you missed, even though at the end of the day you didn't miss shit, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because you have plenty of time to do it. And various other reasons. But yeah, it just that's what happens.
I was just gonna mention too, like I think that's pretty cool. Like I just thought about this in my head right now as you were talking. Of course, I was listening to you, but like I thought it was pretty cool how you mentioned like how our like growing up situations were like kind of the same. Like we dealt with the strictness, but you were the baby, I was the middle child, so we have like a little bit of both in like opposite ways in a way. Well, all I'm trying to say is that maybe now like as parents, together we can like merge that and find like a sweet in between.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, I would think, is like trying to find that thing where you want to spoil your child and give everything you want. You want to be their best friend, but you also have to be their parent.
Yeah.
So that's hard.
But yeah.
We're going to get into these crazy facts weather. We kind of took a deep dive there to start the pod.
I know, that was pretty cool.
You read through these, right? You like these?
Yeah.
You want to start number 1?
Yeah, so lightning strikes. Did you know that lightning can strike the same place more than once? In fact, tall buildings and structures like the Empire State Building or the CN Tower are often hit multiple times during a single storm.
The Cartoon Network Tower?
Is that what I was gonna say? What is CN? I was just gonna.
Is it a typo supposed to be CNN?
I was literally gonna add an extra N just to make it seem like I know what I was talking about. But CNN Tower.
We need to search CNN Tower while I do it for post production.
No, but lightning is scary. I know you're scared of lightning.
Well, yeah, lightning freaks me out just being out in the open and lightning. Like, I love the sound. Like, thunderstorms and lightning storms, yeah, it's, like, weird. It's, like, a love-hate because, like, indoors, it's a comforting sound and feeling. Even the sound of the thunder, like, when you hear that loud roar, it's like, oh, did you hear that? Oh, that was crazy.
You start to get all silly.
Yeah. You start to get all silly. Like, ooh, you hear that?
Ooh, did you hear that? That was crazy. It's so loud.
But then being out in the open, like, that would be like my biggest fear, I would say, because I really don't have like no other fear.
Yeah.
I mean, other than skydive, like, because I don't have a fear of heights, but if you think. What?
You're on.
But what I was saying, I guess skydiving would be another fear, because like I'm not afraid of heights, but like at skydiving height, like yeah, I'm only afraid of skydiving because all the dreams I have of skydiving.
Yeah.
But reality, I think like that's probably my biggest fear is getting hit by lightning.
Yeah, and the exact opposite, you freaking psychopath. You're like, oh, I wouldn't be afraid to drown. Like, no, drowning is like the most scariest. Like, I can't imagine like that feeling, and you're over here like, oh, it sounds interesting.
Not, I'm just saying it would be a peaceful way to go out.
Okay, yes, correct. Scratch everything I just said. That's what you said, is that it would be a peaceful way. But it's like, no, like I can't imagine like the anxiety, like you're trying to breathe.
It depends like how, like if somebody's like trying to forcefully, obviously like, yeah, you're going to try to, the anxiety of trying to fight back. But like if you're like stranded in the ocean somewhere and you like literally can't do nothing else, just float and just wait for the end, baby.
Okay. No.
Okay.
No, I can't even.
That's what I mean. Maybe I've dealt with that in my past life, that I'm like, yeah, I've already experienced it,
yeah,
so it's like I'm comfortable with it.
Yes,
and
yes.
then maybe my future is like why I would never skydive is because I have so many dreams that end with me jumping out of a plane. And
multiple.
Yeah, and then I wake up as I'm flying, so I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I just lost it in that dream.
Oh God, see, and that's like a whole nother thing, is like we need to like have like a whole entire episode on like conspiracy of dreams or something, because I feel like that's just like a whole nother tangent.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But the CN Tower is like that big needle one it's in Canada. Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the one in Seattle.
Oh yeah, kind of. That one kind of has like the big ball.
Yeah. Speaking of ball lightning.
Oh wow.
While still a bit mysterious, ball lightning is a rare and unexplained phenomenon where glowing spherical objects appear during thunderstorms. They can vary in size of golf balls to beach balls and have been reported to move through walls. Oh, those are aliens.
I'm literally
aliens
waiting
travel
for
in
you.
lightning storms is what we just confirmed.
We're so connected, because literally I was waiting for you to stop talking for me to like mention something about aliens. It's like, okay, so we're calling UFOs shuttles freaking balls of lightning now.
Oh my God, the plankton aliens and their little beach ball UFOs and golf ball UFOs.
Oh my God, that's just crazy.
Micro aliens. That's the thing. If there's aliens, I think there's multiple species.
Oh yeah.
Like there's different types. It's not just one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
different types.
and not like your typical like
Well, that's what I mean. If there's multiple
triangle head.
Yeah, I think yeah, exactly. I think it would range from biblical type aliens, i.e., angels and demons, to scientific type aliens with the bulb heads and big eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Small bodies. I think they're all here, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
And who knows?
But can you imagine the electrocution between a lightning strike and a ball of lightning?
What do you mean, like being in between both?
No, like being hit by lightning. Like you see how catastrophic that could be, and then ball of lightning, like that could like destroy a person.
Well, yeah, people can survive lightning
strikes.
It's
terrifying. Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't think you can survive a ball of lightning.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, you can't survive a ball of UFO going through you.
No.
Ball of lightning UFO. Yeah, people can survive it. I don't know. Depends how hard you get hit.
Yeah.
That's scary.
What's this? Tornado Alley? The central part of the United States, known as Tornado Alley, sees the most tornadoes in the world. The region, spanning from northern Texas to South Dakota, experiences frequent tornado activity due to the clash of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cold, dry air from Canada. Oh.
What about the cold, dry air from my butthole?
I like that.
So, no, yeah, it's pretty much like, because I don't think tornadoes happen anywhere else in the world, like, and if they are, it's very few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you hear, like, about a lot of, like, tornado activity in, like, Kansas and, Oklahoma. I follow this girl in Oklahoma. She literally was, like, doing, like, a get ready with me to go to our tornado shelter, like, packing up the box and everything. It was pretty wild. You gotta make sure you have everything.
Do you think that's why we were able to get all that area on the Louisiana Purchase? Because, like, do you think that's why they sold it to us in the Louisiana Purchase? Because it's like nobody wanted that land because there's like, yeah, there's Indians and freaking tornadoes everywhere. So, yeah, y'all can have it.
Yeah, I
and
feel
then we
like
just built on it. It was like, hey guys, you can live here, rent's cheap, but guess what? There's tornadoes every now and again.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of like the same way like that I feel like about like I could never live in like Louisiana because of how like prone to like hurricanes it is.
Yeah.
Hurricanes is just like another crazy thing, but yeah, tornadoes, I can't even imagine. We freak out when we get little tornado warnings over here where we are, you know. And we're not even, near close to this tornado alley.
Even in Corpus, hurricanes were pretty bad, right?
Hurricanes? Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it was more like Rockport. Remember that Harvey when Rockport got like flattened, man? Oh man. I think they've rebuilt since then, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I guess see, even places like Corpus and like, because Louisiana, that's technically, that's on the Gulf of Mexico, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
I guess it just tends to be like somewhere in the ocean to where like, because of course, like by the way, hurricane season just started, so.
Oh, gosh, when we're talking about it.
Yes, exactly.
Go ahead, what were you saying?
Just that, yeah, I think it's just like the direction of the ocean or something. Like I feel like most hurricanes will go towards like Louisiana, Florida, South Carolina, stuff like that along the East Coast.
Exactly, that's what I'm gonna say because I feel like that's always the case. It's like oh, it's gonna hit Corpus and and
then it moves.
And at the last minute like curves and it's like goes towards Houston and Louisiana.
Yeah.
And like Houston, it gets some pretty bad after effect like Galveston and all that. Like
Well, yeah, Hurricane Harvey basically like flooded Houston for weeks.
But the drainage system was so good, it was like back to normal in like a couple days.
Yeah.
But some areas do get it worse. Like areas they don't really focus on all that construction of flood systems. But let's see, hail size.
Hailstones can grow to astonishing sizes. The largest recorded hailstone in the U.S. fell in Vivian, South Dakota, and in 2010 measured 8 inches in diameter, weighing nearly 2 pounds. Hail forms when updrafts and thunderstorms carry raindrops upward in extremely cold areas of the atmosphere where they freeze into ice.
Damn. I've only experienced like a little tiny hail, but what's the worst hail you've experienced?
I mean, pretty decent size. I would say like golf ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say golf ball. I know people see, like baseball size, and then of course, these hailstones, like that's just scary. Like I feel like if I were to think of like what's the scariest part of like a thunderstorm, it's like the possibility of hail. Because like I can listen to thunder, I can see the lightning. I actually like when the lightning, goes all over the like it lights up the sky and stuff like that.
Like
but
it's like daylight for a quick second.
Yes, but when anyone mentions like hail, it's like scary because it's like, imagine getting like hit in the head with one of those things. You've ever seen The Day After Tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Where the part where they're in China. And it was
a big hail.
Yes,
yeah.
the big hail,
Sounds like in the beginning.
Hitting
right?
people in the head and freaking knocking them out. Like that's crazy.
He's all trying to get to his family and shit.
Yes, his family's on the phone. He's calling his
Yeah,
wife.
that's what he was. He was calling him, right?
And then she's like, she's trying to talk in the phone.
Yeah, you're more likely to get bonked in the head by hail than to get struck by lightning. So yeah, that is kind of scarier. They say these weather extremes. You want to read this one?
Yeah, Earth's weather can swing to extremes. The highest temperature ever recorded on Earth was 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Do I read the Celsius?
I mean, yeah, if you want.
56.7 degrees Celsius. I don't know.
By the time you asked, you could have just read it.
In Furnace Creek Ranch, Death Valley, California.
Oh, of course,
yes, of course. Okay, all the way in 1913. On the flip side, the lowest temperature.
Does that even matter anymore? No.
The lowest temperature recorded was negative 128.6 Fahrenheit. Okay, in Antarctica. I was gonna skip that. That's like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure. Here in Texas, it gets pretty hot.
Yeah. Isn't Death Valley where they have
South.
Coachella?
Do they?
I think so.
That's where the Undertaker's from. Speaking of hot, did you know that the Eiffel Tower gets taller in the summer? Because how it's all constructed with iron, that the iron expands with extreme heat. So it technically gets I think it's 17 centimeters?
Oh yeah, it grows up to 17 centimeters.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. And our last fact, this is kind of just an interesting, miscellaneous, cool one, that popsicles were invented by accident. You want to read this one?
Yeah. 11-year-old Frank Epperson inadvertently created the popsicle in 1905 by leaving his soda with a stirring stick outside on his porch overnight. The cold night air froze the soda, leaving the slick upright. The Epsicle was born. The name popsicle was created by Frank's own kids, who called the invention Popsicle. Wow. Frank liked the name so much, he patented it in 1923.
Because instead of calling it Epsicle for his name, they were like, oh, it's Pops. It's Popsicle.
They probably called him Pops.
Exactly.
Like,
so it's
Dad.
like Popsicles. It was Popsicle. Like, whoa, what are you eating? I'm eating my Popsicle.
That is so cool. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. So, wow.
I would you were like saying that's just like, this is extra, but I would say this is the most interesting fact.
I just think, yeah, right?
I just learn new things about stuff that we just had popsicles today.
Oh, yeah, we did. But I feel like this is just so simple. Like, I feel like he didn't really invent it. He was just the first person to name it and patent it. Like, I feel like leaving your soda outside or leaving any type of juice or wine or anything outside and it freezes. I think popsicles were around, and for the longest times. It's just nobody actually like capitalized on like owning the name and like, oh, this is patented, this is my invention. But it's like that just seems so simple back. It's like nowadays when you see products invented and you're like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? It's like that's one of those things. I feel like.
It's like, okay, like in 1905 he's using the stick part of it, which is literally called a stirring stick.
Maybe nobody left their stick in their cup.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is maybe people probably did, but in this case, like you said, that he just got it patented or whatever, and it was cold. It was cold and it froze. But what I'm saying is that, like, if you go to the store today and you can buy like a bag of those sticks, like they're known as popsicle sticks. They're not called like stirring sticks anymore.
Yeah, so he got capitalized on the actual thing.
Yeah, and he changed it. Yeah,
changed the game.
Yeah, he changed the sickle game.
Oh my god! Speaking of changing the game, here, Slim Shady's back.
Oh yes, I saw the.
I want to.
Abracadabra.
That's what I mean. I want to bring it up. I don't know if it's a big deal. I mean, is it a big deal to people? Because like, only thing I see is like 30-year-old moms that post and dance to it.
Yeah, their first crush was Eminem.
30-year-old white moms. Yeah. So there's that. Did you see that Deadpool popcorn bucket?
I know someone's gonna put their dick in it. What?
Somebody put a cock in his mouth. Yeah, it seems that's pretty.
Designed by Deadpool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing now. Like, I've never seen popcorn buckets. Like,
they're just trying to upsell. They finally found their thing. They're like, fuck yeah, we can charge people even more.
yes.
It's not enough charging $20-$25 tickets. It's not much charging outrageous concession stand prices. Let's charge them another $30 for a cock bucket.
Yes, literally. Especially like with the Dune one, how that one kind of looked like a a what?
Like a fleshlight.
Yeah, like a fleshlight.
It's
yeah.
a little too on the nose at this point. It's like, really?
Yeah.
What are we in middle school? What the fuck is this, Deadpool? What is this, Ryan?
I know. I really do think it could have been like a lot better, but I think he was just trying to like think with like the trend going on.
Exactly. That's all they're thinking about.
Yeah.
Trying to think about the.
Y'all ain't never see a motherfucker order the y'all mean off the X Beezy. Order the motherfucker off the X Jiggler Fuckler Monoculous. He's on a jiggler fuckler you.
I don't think he's all there.
This is one of those ones that just live rent free in my head.
Y'all ain't never see a
even?
motherfucker
Easy.
order.
I mean, that's like over $2,000 worth of Wingstop. He ordered
share.
That's like share. Over $2,000 of Wingstop he ordered on his Xbox.
Never see a motherfucker order the
Or
y'all
under
mean
2,000.
off the X Beezy. Order the motherfucker off the X Jiggler Fuckler Monoculous. He's on a jiggler fuckler you.
What the heck? And no, I
Bro
meant like
just spoke
share,
Wakandan
like
for a
share
second.
that.
Oh,
like you got enough to share with people.
Right?
Wow, Wingstop feels good.
Wingstop is good. You never got Wingstop. I always feel bad. I need to get you Wingstop. It's just we don't have one nearby because we live in bumfuck Texas, middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was your postpartum your request, and because of certain circumstances, post delivery, and because of certain circumstances, and our baby being a NICU, we weren't able to do that.
Yep.
But you got a lot of good hospital food.
Yeah.
Hospital food was better where we were at. We went to a larger facility.
The hospital sushi, the hospital cafeteria sushi.
Yeah, we went from a hospital that had the freaking cafeteria was like the size of like a little office room to that bigger facility that was nice.
And I never even saw that one. You were in that one.
Oh yeah, it was nothing to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bigger one was better. And
nice.
I got to wheel you around over there.
That was the best.
Yeah, look at me over here, reminiscing on those because it was like bittersweet because like we didn't want to have to go through that for some circumstances, but because we had to go through that, at least we had like some kind of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good.
Yes, and you had like a good place to lay and stuff. You had your bed.
How do we go from the Xbox jiggly to talking about the hospital we're staying at when we had?
We literally always figure out a way to talk about our child.
Oh God! Speaking of random words.
We might blow up the motor, nigga.
We carbon monoxide. Hey, turn the car off, cause carbon moloxiniiide.
He literally said it different both times.
That's literally gonna be. We need another soundboard with. Wait, that's gonna be included to the soundboard.
Carbon moloxiniiide.
He can't be that dumb.
I
hope he's trying to just make it funny.
That's gonna go along with the. I'm sorry.
Must see moment from last week's episode. It was a laugh fest.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Aiden Ross is the only kick streamer I keep up with because he's just kind of a doofus.
Yes.
But it's entertaining nonetheless. Jesus Christ. What are we doing here? People. What else you want to get into? How long have we been going for? Oh, speaking of which, my boy
over here.
My boy Twizzy Faye's back at it again.
No. Get you looking right, man. Part 2.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you right, bro. For real this time.
For real this time? Oh! Oh no. Why do people trust him? Oh!
My man's Austin right there. AAA.
He put AAA in the car company.
Right, man, this is the finished result. Got my man's Austin looking right once again. Look straight for me, bro. Hell yeah. Let him know part 2. Got you looking even better.
Is he gonna look at himself in the mirror?
Alright, man, check it out.
What the fuck?
It's not bad, bro.
Bro, fuck you.
He said it's not bad, bro. At this point, this has to be staged. They all have to just go in there wanting a bald cut and just like.
I was literally gonna say that because it's like,
You
yeah.
really-
After that, like you have to shave his head. You have to just shave the rest. But what in God's name made you hit my boy Austin and then put 3 A's on the back of his head?
3A, put AAA.
God. Oh my.
Oh God.
I can't with the Twizzy fades.
People gonna want to start helping them with their car insurance.
What?
I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I hit that.
I know how long we've been going for.
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes.
About the 30 minutos.
Did you ever see or we watched the Venom trailer together?
Yeah.
What did you think of the Venom trailer?
Oh wait, that's the one we watched earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. My favorite part was the horse at the end.
Oh yeah, the Venom horse. Yeah, the Venom horse is pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, Venom probably not now. Deadpool, on one hand, regardless of the popcorn market, worth seeing in theaters. Venom, maybe not so much. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we're talking all this
but-
smack, but you know what? I'm probably gonna buy the popcorn bucket.
I know. Like I said, I feel like when it comes to Venom, they kind of ruined Venom because, you know, I'll get in more in this because I'm gonna record the Squanchy Show on Patreon, patreon.com/CayVin. Squanchy Show I'm recording after this. I'll dive deeper into Venom and why, kind of, back and forth about it. But yeah, other than that, what else you got?
I think that's it. I think it's pretty successfulness episode.
Successfulness episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, next episode we got to do the. Did
Next-
you ever eat breakfast at school and taking the bus versus being dropped off? Next episode
Yeah,
is going to be like a school heavy episode. Let's talk about like
I was
childhood,
gonna
like
say
school
that.
memories and stuff.
Let's
next
do
episode.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Something to look something for our listeners, hopefully, to look forward to.
Right? Yeah, we just
Yes.
thought it up around the spot. We were just thinking about like, dang, we need to come back with actually theme episodes because when we just try to do
Yeah.
episodes, we expect people to listen just because it's just us.
Right.
I don't really work according to the analytics. Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Christ, maybe we would get more views and subscribers if I actually could speak.
Maybe.
That was a
Just
joke.
kidding. Oh, I was like, maybe.
Yes, maybe. Remember, I'm always gonna say how I always had a speech issue since I was a kid, and I even took speech classes that never worked. But look at me, people! I'm a podcaster.
Yeah. You just read really fast.
I
That's
just
the
read
only
and
thing.
talk really fast.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Read and talk and think.
I've looked into it before, and I was explained to it in school before that it's a word or it's a certain issue when there's a connection between your brain and your mouth where see, proven example. That connection is off.
Ah, okay.
Or like how you say, I read too fast, or so
Uh-huh.
it's like it goes so fast that by the time I'm trying to bring it out of my mouth, it's like gone.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because your brain has to like communicate with every part of your body.
Yeah, and then my mouth has to like rewind and be like, oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But
So my
anyway.
brain talks to my mouth when I give you what?
Probably. Yeah,
When I
that,
suck your
that,
I'm just believing it myself.
that throat goat.
Oh,
But
gosh,
anyway, you
funny.
want to send us out? Thank you, people. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the Squanchy Show.
Oh,
Let
yes.
me take a break here.
I know, right? Yes,
And,
yeah, so you're gonna be doing the Squanchy Show, which, like you said, you can find on Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Right down below, super easy. And then follow us on all social media at CayVin Universe. Don't. I was gonna bring up Summer Circle, but okay, just whatever.
All right,
Okay,
love you, people.
okay, bye.
And the music.